Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. All right, here we go. Remember what we were talking about last time? Follow-up, a big problem, wasn't it? Big problem, but that's good for us in the room, isn't it? Are they creating any more customers this next year? Are they? More than normal? Where are we going to get our customers from? Where are we going to get our prospects from? Where are we going to get our sales from? Here's a suggestion for you. We can steal them from who? Competition. And follow-up is one of the best ways to do it because no one else is doing it out there. Half of the people, they're not doing it. Okay, so it's real easy. Let's just make a commitment here together. Everybody raise their hand real high for me. We'll make a commitment together. And repeat after me. I will follow up. Good, now turn to your neighbor and say, with your prospects. Okay? If we've got to steal them from our competition, this is what we're going to have to do. Now, I'll tell you a quick story, guys. We were in the market for a new home. We're not anymore. We got a lot, and we're getting ready to build. In fact, my builder just texted me that they're moving dirt today. Isn't that exciting? A little bit nervous, but I got that. But when we were looking for a home, we were looking in our neighborhood because we liked the area where we lived. And my wife always liked this one street with this one cul-de-sac and these great little homes. They're bigger than what we had. And so we went in and we called the realtor, right? And we set up an appointment. It's 4 days on the market. We walk in the door. The realtor spends 15 minutes talking about what? The house, herself, how long she's been in the business, 30 years. How, this, that, and the other. She finally gets around to asking, well, what do you do? Oh, 15 minutes later, we're actually upstairs by now. I said, thanks for asking. Actually, I'm a consultant. She goes, oh, what industry? I said, real estate, the builder space. And she grabs me on the shoulder and she goes, honey, how are you doing? Right? You know what I'm talking about. Like I have some terminal disease. And I've got 4 years to live. And I said, actually, I'm doing pretty good. And she's like, well, what do you do? I said, I kind of work in the online space and internet marketing. And she puts her hand on her hip and she goes, let me tell you about you online people. Right? All you online people do is make me show more homes. It used to be I get to know someone and I tell them where they want to live. If they were a plumber, I knew what their neighbor needed to be. And if they were a doctor, I knew what neighborhood they should be in. And I got to know them. Now all you online people do is make me look at more houses because you think you know everything. I'm like going like this. I'm like, oh, golly. She's like, well, of course, this is coming from the lady who can't even turn on her computer and figure it out. Oh, interesting, right? I said, well, obviously she told me she'd been in the business for a long time. I said, how's your business? She goes, it's worse it's been in 30 years. Interesting, right? Well, we get to the end of the presentation, and we go, listen, it's 4 days on the market. It's a little bit high, right? Call us back. Contact us. And my wife had already contacted her. Call us back. Contact us if anything changes. We like this house, but it's not quite where we want it to be. And she goes, oh, let me get your information. Didn't have a piece of paper. Grabs out her iPhone, right? And she goes, I don't even know how to work this thing. Okay, interesting. And then she goes, as she's putting her name in there, she goes, let me tell you something. I'm not a pushy realtor. I probably won't follow up with you. She said that to us. I can't make that stuff up. Interesting formula, right? Been in the business 30 years, doesn't know how to turn on and work her computer, doesn't like us online people, and she's not a pushy realtor. She probably won't follow up. Guys, it's an epidemic. I think follow-up is critical. I think understanding technology, like we said before, is critical because we can be remarkable. And that's what I want to talk about. Tech tools to enhance and improve your sales performance. Remember, all these things are not just geeky tools. They are actually ways to help you sell more, sell faster. I think it's a salient point what Jeff said. Why aren't they coming back? Why aren't they coming back? Because our follow-up sucks. Because what we do is horrible. Because we're not remarkable enough, because we're not doing anything. Why aren't they coming back? It is hard to convey emotion via electronics, via email, via phone. It's hard. So if you focus on this little key skill, you'll get them back in the door. And it's not just setting the first appointment, it's setting the second appointment. Get them back in the door.